Imagine everything you know about the pyramids is just the tip of the iceberg. What if, beneath these colossal stones, secrets are buried? Secrets that could rewrite history as we know it. Was Nikola Tesla right when he claimed the pyramids weren't just tombs, but cosmic power stations? And what about the underground city scientists recently uncovered beneath the Giza pyramids? Tonight, we journey deep into the heart of ancient mysteries, unraveling the most mind-bending theories and shocking discoveries that have stunned the world. Get ready, because what you're about to hear is far more incredible and far more mysterious than you ever imagine. As I thought, Nikola Tesla did not die. He died. Perhaps they disappeared his body, but the truth that he believed in and accused him of madness because of it, and then assassinated him to hide it, returned to the forefront. His thought returned, and things began to be revealed. And it seems that the matter is true. What is behind these pyramids, or rather, what is under these pyramids, is deeper, much deeper than we know, or if it is correct to say, what they knew about us. The event is big and shocking, and it mobilized all scientists. What is the story? Did someone say something that should not be said? What is the secret of these pyramids? This strange building, what is its truth? Why did they build it? Is it really a separate building, as it was a tomb for the pharaohs, as they promoted? Or is it a visible part of a hidden world, whose features began to be revealed, and imaginary legends began to become reality? This press conference and that research paper turned all the scales and opened the door to all possibilities. I no longer know whether we really found the city of Iram of the Pillars, or whether we discovered the legendary passage of spirits and fantasy became reality, or whether the advanced civilization of Atlantis was actually here, or that the story of building these pyramids is more complex and mysterious than we thought. But what I am sure of is that Nikola Tesla did not die. He lived again. Today, he and his theory of energy transmission and his 3 numbers, he returned to our world with the power of peace and respect. My dear friends, may you be well and may your times be good.
And welcome this Chatay. Topic has emerged that has caused a great deal of confusion in the scientific and historical circles alike. How could it not? Whenever it is related to the pyramids, hypotheses, theories, and opinions have emerged, opposing and supporting any theory or topic presented. This is not the first time that the pyramids have been exposed to conspiracy theories and forgery, and it is not the first time that Egyptian scientists in particular have confronted these attempts to distort history according to their opinion. Let us remember them together. We will start with the topic of who built the pyramids. Died. We will find dozens of theories and hypotheses that try in various ways to deny that the ancient Egyptians were the ones who built these wonders. The writer Erich Vonnegut came up with a hypothesis that aliens were the ones who built these huge structures. According to what was mentioned in his famous book, Territies of the Gods, Unsolved Mysteries of the Past, published in 1968. This theory began to be circulated, just like the hypothesis that the inhabitants of Atlantis, the lost city with advanced technology, were the ones who built these pyramids. Atlantis, as is known, is basically a city that lies between reality and imagination.
We discussed its subject in detail in one of the episodes of the Mystery Program, or as some conspiracy theory pioneers claimed, such as Zecharia Sitchin, David Icke, the owner of the theory of human reptiles, Georgios and others, that the construction of the pyramids could not have been done by the hands of the ancient Egyptians, but rather an unknown advanced civilization or civilization built these towering structures using technologies. Advanced technology that even we in this era could not match. And then the pharaohs attributed it to themselves. This is their opinion, and these are their theories. Of course, most scientists, whether Western or Egyptian, denied this matter completely and in detail, especially Egyptian scientists who confirmed that the pyramids were built exclusively by the ancient Egyptians and using tools made by them that are not known to us at the present time. The matter did not stop at who built the pyramids or how they were built, but rather it reached the reason for construction. Strange theories emerged to explain the reason for construction, one of which was supported by one of the most prominent scientists of all time. Remember this point well, and you will know who I'm talking about in the context of the episode. We will begin with the theory that the pyramids were a model for building Noah's Ark. The idea emerged with the discovery of manuscripts near the Dead Sea that narrate the story of the prophet Noah, peace be upon him. Among what was found were the ribs of a pyramid-shaped ark. This theory emerged, which went further than this by making the prophet Noah a pharaoh, or to be more precise, one of the kings of Egypt. The ancients are strange, aren't they? Also, aliens reappear in this section through the pyramids being bases for their vehicles to land, specifically the arched part at the top of the pyramids. Do you remember, my friends, the Illuminati? That dangerous secret group that, according to the theory related to it, controls the world. The pyramids are the center of this group and the hiding place of its wealth. Why? Simply because the symbol of this group, as is well known, is the eye inside the pyramid. Who better than the pyramids of Egypt to take the lead role here? As for the author and promoter of conspiracy theories, David Mead, he put forward a strange theory that the world was supposed to end in September of the year 2017. This is what he discovered after he deciphered the symbols and codes that were discovered in the Pyramid of Fear. That is, the Pyramid of Fear announced the end of the world through the collision of an unknown planet with Earth. Of course, these theories did not receive any scientific support because they are completely illogical and unrealistic. But for a theory to come out as if it came out of a science fiction movie, and its main supporter and promoter is one of the most prominent and controversial scientists of humanity ever, then here you must maintain all your focus. The hero here, without dispute, is the most prominent, famous, and controversial scientist, Nikola Tesla. Yes, as you heard, Nikola Tesla, the brilliant scientist, also entered the field of conspiracy theories related to the god of the pyramids, specifically in the category of the reason for its establishment. The story began in the late 20th century when the scientist Tesla became interested in the pyramids, specifically in terms of them being stations for transmitting energy wirelessly. In 1905, Tesla registered a patent entitled "The Art of Transmitting Electrical Energy Through the Natural Environment." This proposal was based on designing generators that take advantage of the ionosphere to collect energy. Tesla believed that the Earth itself, with its two poles, works as a huge generator of free and unlimited energy. Tesla called this design the electromagnetic pyramid. In this theory, Tesla relied on the idea that the pyramids, due to their shape and location, may have the ability to concentrate or transmit energy. As for their geographical location, they are located on a precise longitudinal line that may indicate a scientific goal for their construction. As for the shape of the pyramid, Tesla suggested that it has the ability to concentrate energy, which he would later apply. The materials used in construction, such as limestone and granite,
fall between the materials that carry conductive or insulating properties.
To this end, Tesla, in the 30s of the 20th century, applying the matter practically, he built a small pyramid of paper and wires and exposed it to a beam of charged particles. Surprisingly, the pyramid began to glow, even though it was not exposed to any energy source. Yes, they believed Tesla directly without his observations. The pyramid attracts energy from the Earth's magnetic field. Here, Tesla began to believe, and even to assert, that it is possible to use the pyramids to harness and enhance natural energy sources, such as the sun and the Earth's magnetic field. Tesla believed and recorded in his observations that by building a huge pyramid in the appropriate location from electrically conductive materials, such as copper, for example, it is possible to produce free and unlimited energy, which is what Tesla naturally dedicated his life to. Tesla, quite simply, saw that the pyramids were designed and built in a way it reflects mathematical and engineering principles directly related to the numbers 3, 6, and 9, which strengthened the idea that the pyramids were used as generators or power stations, given that these numbers, according to Tesla's theory, represent energy, frequency, and vibration. But was Tesla alone in this field? Other scientists joined this theory. Although Tesla did not issue a direct statement that the Giza pyramids in particular are generators of cosmic energy. However, his studies and interest in the pyramidal shape and its characteristics led many scientists to link his studies to the Egyptian pyramids, and some of them even used this idea and Tesla's observations and worked to develop them. How? For example, Czech engineer Karel Durbal patented his pyramid-shaped device for sharpening razor blades in 1959, believing that the pyramid shape could maintain the sharpness of the blades by concentrating energy. In 1973, Edward Conkle published his book, Pharaoh's Pump. In this book, Conkle suggested that the Great Pyramid functioned as a hydraulic pump, using water pressure to generate vibrational pulses. Mechanical engineer Christopher Dunn suggested in his book, The Giza Power Plant, published in 1998, that the Great Pyramid functioned as an energy amplifier, with hydrogen being generated in the Queen's chamber. He named it, and it moves through the corridors to generate electrical energy through vibrations. Meaning that the Great Pyramid was not just a royal tomb, but a complex device for generating energy that relies on harmonic resonance to convert vibrations into usable energy, which Christopher Dunn considered evidence of the use of advanced technology that preceded the ages in those ancient times. And, like any theory that deviates from the commonly known purpose of building the pyramids as royal tombs, these theories were severely criticized by various Arab and foreign scientists alike, such as Dr. Zahi Hawass, Dr. Selim Hassan, Dr. Mark Lehner, Dr. Peter James, and many others. There is no clear engineering evidence that the pyramids were used as generators or even energy transmitters. According to archaeologists, it may have been a primary burial chamber or part of a design for a miniature temple. We move on to the year 1933 with the initial discovery of the famous Osiris Well by archaeologist Selim Hassan. In 99 AD, the famous archaeologist Dr. Zahi Hawass led a comprehensive excavation at the site of the initial discovery to uncover this well, which, according to studies, is linked to ancient Egyptian mythology, specifically to the god Osiris. Yes, the well of the ancient myth was found. This well, consisting of 3 underground levels, contains rooms, catacombs, and a huge granite sarcophagus placed on the 3rd level. This tomb, according to studies, is a symbolic representation of the tomb of the god Osiris. In 2022, a secret passage was discovered leading directly to an underground complex inside one of the other tombs spread in the Dashur area. According to studies and what was excavated, this complex was designated for funerary rituals during the era of the 4th dynasty. We return to Khufu, the Great Pyramid, Resilius time in 2023. The Scan Pyramids project team announced the discovery of a secret passage 9 meters long and 2 meters wide above the main entrance of the Great Pyramid using cosmic ray imaging technology, or what is known as Mayon tomography. It is believed that its purpose is to connect other rooms or tombs that have not been discovered. After that, if the rooms, corridors, and structures were discovered a long time ago, and it is clear that most of them, if not all of them, have a relationship with the religious and funerary trend of the ancient Egyptians, then why all this fuss about this latest discovery, and why this Egyptian scientific anger about what was mentioned in the scientific paper? Listen to the following. On the 15th of last March, a joint Scottish-Italian research team came out, led by Professor Corrado Malanga from the University of Pisa and Professor Filippo Biondi from the University of the Klettstrat, released a scientific paper during a press conference announcing the discovery of a massive underground city extending over 6,500 feet beneath the Giza pyramids, starting with the Khafre pyramid. This makes it at least 10 times larger than the pyramids themselves. The study, conducted using pulse radar, revealed the presence of 8 vertical cylindrical structures or columns extending to a depth of approximately 2,100 feet beneath the pyramid, connected to cubic chambers measuring 80 by 80 meters, in addition to additional unknown structures at a depth of 4,000 feet. The study's authors confirmed that this discovery is pioneering and unprecedented and will change the face of ancient and modern history. With the paper's release, rumors and links to myths, folklore, and religious stories emerged. The team itself linked it to the famous legendary Amentet halls in Egyptian mythology, halls through which, according to ancient pharaonic beliefs, the soul is supposed to pass during its journey to eternal life. In these halls, the soul undergoes many tests and challenges before deciding its final path, moving to the reed fields, i.e. paradise according to ancient Egyptian belief, or being devoured by Amit, the mythical creature that combines the characteristics of a crocodile, a lion, and a hippopotamus. These halls, in general, represent a part of Egyptian beliefs or ancient pharaonic mythology. According to scientists, they are more of a symbolic concept than a physical one, as there is no material evidence of their existence to this day. But do you think this is the only strange hypothesis? Of course not. Here, take a deep breath and listen to the upcoming debate. Okay, an unknown and hidden city and huge columns carved into the rock. Who do you think will be the next target for theories and hypotheses? Yes, the mysterious and lost historical city of Iram of the Pillars, that enigmatic city and its mysterious people, about whom much talk and rumors have been circulating. This city that is about to be discovered, as the huge columns that have been talked about, the depth in which they were dug, and their disappearance from the face of the earth all bear a resemblance to Iram of the Pillars. Of course, this is according to those who believe in this hypothesis, and the entire subject, that is, the subject of Iram of the Pillars, which you will find details of in a previous episode of the story program, is still controversial and par excellence. And it is natural when such news spreads that this city and its people roam the horizon of candidates. And here I will only say that nothing is scientifically confirmed. Rather, they are merely hypotheses. But allow your imagination to wander in the world of mysterious history, And believe me, there is no problem with that at all. Well, my friends, the previous discoveries and excavations did not receive any notable objection from Egyptian scientists to the results of the discovery and research. But this paper raised a wave of overwhelming criticism among Egyptian scientists and Westerners. The agreed-upon criticism, and the most prominent of which is that this paper was not published in a reliable scientific journal and has not even been subjected to a thorough review by independent experts known as peer review. Rather, they are merely statements and leaks during a press conference. Professor Lawrence Connors, a radar expert at the University of Denver, told the Daily Mail website that it is scientifically impossible for the sonar-like technology used in this discovery to penetrate this depth of the Earth. He cannot determine or confirm that this technology has actually detected these mysterious facilities under the pyramid. Therefore, talking about an underground city at this depth is a matter that carries a lot of exaggeration and lack of objectivity. The same opinion is held by the Egyptian archaeologist, former Director General of the Giza Pyramids and Director of the Museum of Antiquities at the Library of Alexandria, Dr. Hussein Abdel Basir. Dr. Hussein pointed out that geophysical techniques such as ground-penetrating radar or seismic analysis can scan limited depths that do not exceed tens of meters. So how about at nearly 1,000 meters? He described the entire issue as one of the science fiction films, especially since the team leader and its spokesman, Professor Corrado Malanga, is a well-known researcher in the field of unidentified flying objects or UFOs, meaning that the man is one of the believers. On the subject of aliens, which has been discussed in more than one meeting and strange program, have you noticed the paradox that most of the conspiracy theories are linked in one way or another to each other? Dr. Zahi Hawass, the famous Egyptologist and former Egyptian Minister of Antiquities, confirmed that these claims are rejected in their entirety and are not based on any scientific basis. Dr. Zahi confirmed in his statement that what is under the pyramid is nothing but solid rock, according to what was discovered through excavations and digs, considering that this paper is one in a series of conspiracies and misleading claims to distort ancient Egyptian history. The pyramids are royal tombs and were built for funerary and religious purposes, not as a facade for cities or anything else. The team responsible for the research paper did not respond to the criticism. They are simply waiting for permission from the Egyptian authorities to begin research and excavation operations.
In other words, the entire issue is based on a paper without tangible scientific evidence and without clear archaeological excavations. Therefore, the issue will remain a subject of debate until excavations are carried out and digs begin. This is, of course, if they happen. But in your opinion, can you predict what awaits us in the near future? Will the curtain be drawn on a shocking scientific and historical truth? Or will this file simply be closed? Answer me in the comments. I am waiting for you, my friends. This is where I will end. Although talking about the pyramids and the pharaohs is long and complex, the pyramids themselves are one of the mysteries of the earth that have existed for thousands of years. Whenever a door is opened to reveal its mystery, another closed door appears, hiding behind it a great mystery. Between whom built it, how it was built, and why it was built, the decision did not come out to reveal the subject of the huge city deep in the earth beneath the pyramids. If mystery surrounds who built the pyramids, then what if it is true about this city, and at this depth and with this professionalism? Egyptian scientists believe that the matter falls within the conspiracy theories that aim to falsify the facts and history of the ancient Egyptians. In conclusion, we can only wait and follow everything new that is issued on this subject, especially from those concerned and scientists. Naturally, we will keep you updated. Stay tuned for any new updates, and until we meet in a new chat, stay safe, my friends. Peace out.